Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with the Unsung hero of ARAM, and in this one I've been doing a few overpowered characters, a few strong characters in the ARAM series. Well, in this one I'm coming at you with what is probably the most overpowered in the entire roster when it comes to ARAM, and that is Sona. Now, some of you may argue, but the reality is Sona has somewhere around a 70% win rate in terms of a champion when it comes to ARAM. I have personally yet to be on a team that loses when we have Sona, and I have yet to be against a team with Sona that loses, I believe. And the team we're against is not a terrible team. They have Fizz, Teemo, Rumble, and Ezreal. That's pretty strong. Well, we have Janna and myself as Sona. We have a Mordekaiser, Quinn, and Malphite. So the teams are pretty close to evenly balanced. Mine's a little bit stronger in terms if you were to look at this, kind of as a normal maybe Summoner's Rift, jungler-less team. Or you could put Malphite in the jungle and just maybe run like Sona or Janna mid. Either way. It's a very interesting mashup, but when it comes to ARAM, yeah, Sona is so overpowered. Some people may argue Master Yi, and God, believe me, I hate coming against Master Yi, and I see a lot of him in ARAMs now, because I swear there are people that have accounts with just him unlocked, and they get the other free champions, and then that's it. And if they don't get Master Yi when they go in, then they bail out, and take the penalty. I swear that's how it runs. Now, the problem I have with this is LOL Recorder was patched to actually record in spectator mode, and then it suddenly stopped again. It's not recording in spectator mode again. So I'm not sure what the problem is with that. So we're back to normal mode, which is why we're taking all these long load times. So, yeah, I do have 2 gold players on my team, which, when you're a silver, seeing gold players is like, yeah, right. Gold players are a little bit higher than the average. I mean, by Freak's own words, silver is the average player. Gold is a bit above average. I actually say that gold players are more towards the norm when it comes to league players, but I'm probably wrong. So yes, we do have the most annoying character, or champion rather, on the opposing team, of course, that being Teemo. One thing I cannot state enough, and this truly drives me nuts when it comes to a Teemo. Truly drives me nuts when it comes to a Teemo, is that people do not build the trap detecting items when there's an opposing Teemo, or they're also useful when you have any champion that can stealth. Twitch, Evelyn, although Evelyn's kind of like, if she gets close enough to you, you see her anyways, and usually that's like getting pretty close to the distance that you can use them, but Evelyn, Twitch, Akali, anyone that can stealth, even Rengar. Although it's a lot less useful in Rengar because of the just true temporary ability of his ultimate, but still, you get my point. I've seen so many teams just constantly walk over Teemo mushrooms, and just walk over Teemo mushrooms, and just walk over Teemo mushrooms, and over and over and over and over again, that it's unbelievable, really. Honestly, people, build the Teemo detecting trap items. And do more than one. I know they're not the greatest, but the reality is what they allow you to do versus constantly walking over mushrooms and taking a high amount of damage from an AP Teemo in ARAM is astounding. Because where does Teemo typically place these? He places them, of course, in the bushes and on the health sigils. If you grab the health sigil, you're going to walk over the Teemo mushroom, and anything that you gain from the sigil, you lose plus more. So having these detection items, especially when you know that there's a Teemo on the other team, is vital.
A mighty weapon.
Okay? So with Sona, I do something uncharacteristic that I normally wouldn't do with Sona. and that is I go for a goddess tier early. I mean, not with Sona, with most AP champions. Yes, I'm going AP Sona. There's no reason not to go AP Sona. It's very strong, period. It's just very strong. And there we go. We get the Quinn check on the bush. Mordekaiser didn't face check the second bush, which is smart, but he did face check the first one. So that in itself isn't great. I really hate that I don't have the, again, spectator, but what is what is. So just poking back and forth. As you can see, I actually make Ezreal take more damage from my poke than he took from me. Now, runes and masteries. Of course, I'm going 21-9-0 for my masteries. Taking everything in AP and damage increase, and a little bit in defense. Health regen, extra health, I'm not sure what else. And Quinn takes a ton of damage, and going for the kill is Fizz getting a little too greedy. Rumble does pick up the kill, although I get first blood on Fizz, and then Rumble dies to Janna. So, alright, something that's pretty OP on our team right now, of course, is that we have two supports in front of a pretty strong front line. That being Mordekaiser and Malphite, and of course behind us we have an ADC Quinn. So it really is strong, and you know, I'm just easily able to poke. I mean, that's one thing that makes Sona so strong. Her ability to poke. And down goes Rengar, getting a little too greedy. And of course the other thing that makes her strong is what makes a lot of support strong, is the ability to heal. If your team has the ability to heal, you know, Soraka, Taric, Alistair, Sona. If your team has the ability to heal, as Quinn picks up Rumble, then you have an advantage over the other team. So having Janna shields and having Sona heals is a major increase for my team. Now, of course, Sona's other big ability, besides being able to poke and heal, and this is kind of like her number one, is her ultimate. Her ultimate is strong even in Summoner's Rift. It's incredibly powerful. She's still a very strong support in Summoner's Rift because of her abilities, but mainly because of her ultimate. Her ultimate is godlike in ARAM. It's just that powerful. Because much like I talked about when it came to who was it? Victor, his gravity field, the same thing holds true for Sona's ultimate. And that is, teams tend to get bunched up and grouped up in team fights in a big knot, and so it makes it very, very easy for you to land your ultimate on multiple enemies, which just gives your team time to sit there and take them out. Now, my team has already pulled ahead 7-1. And it's just so easy to just sit there and poke and just continuously harass them. They really should be relying on Teemo and Ezreal, but the problem is anytime Teemo and Ezreal come forward to poke, they get poked back by Mordekaiser, by myself, you know, and then you got Janna Tornadoes, which are always a pain in the rear to deal with. So there we go. I've already picked up my ultimate, and my poke's actually already getting pretty strong. And yeah, Mordekaiser's going to pay, and I hit my ultimate on only Teemo. I really blundered it there, but it wasn't terrible. We pick up another kill, and then Janna picks up Teemo, and we have the advantage on them. And Malphite goes balls deep. I get in there, and I try to heal him, but it's not enough, as Rengar's going to get the kill on him. I believe that was a tower shot that finished him. But one major thing you've seen in this fight that I've been able to do is keep my mana up. Even without mana regenning abilities, having the Fairy Charm and the Goddess tier has allowed me to keep my mana going, so I'm able to stay in there and constantly harass and constantly heal. I am, of course, leveling my Q over everything else for poking. If my team was less poke-worthy, I would probably level my W for stronger heals. Now, I talked a little bit about uncharacteristically going for a goddess tier on Sona. And Quinn gets sharked, and that's going to be the end of her, despite Janus' attempt to save her. It didn't work. So Quinn goes down, and then Rengar is going nuts, and he's battling 2 supports and loses. Janus shields plus Sona poke, too strong. But Sona is able to charge the goddess tier pretty much faster than anybody else, because she can easily just rapid switch her abilities, her healing, her speed boost, and her poke. You use them so much. This match is not long. It is not long at all. As a matter of fact, you take a look at the progress bar over on the right. We've gone through quite a bit of this match already. But yeah, despite that, I am actually able to charge my goddess tier up to about 450, 500 out of 750. So she's really able to make massive use of the goddess tier as we just push them in their tower. And yep, there's another tornado. Janet had some really nice tornadoes, whether luck or skill. She had some really nice tornadoes that just picked up, cherry-picked a lot of kills. So it was pretty cool. I'm already 2-0-9. Teemo, he hurts a bit, but it's not terrible. Quinn abusing that vault ability to vault into turret range to hit an enemy and then flip back out and be able to put that damage on. It's very good mechanics. It's something I never really would attempt as a Quinn. A very aggressive Quinn, which is pretty good. And just look at that. Between Volt, a poke, and a power core, Teemo pretty much lost almost all his health. So, yeah, Sona is in desperate need of a nerf. And, ooh, just almost came so close to finishing Ezreal. But, there we go. Malphite gets 2. Quinn gets another. And picking up easy. There we go. And I believe that's an ace on the team. Yeah. There we go. Very strong. All started by that quick flash in power cord. Now I'm looking for an execution here. Although I kind of figured that it would give the kill up to Ezreal. I kind of knew that would happen. But the reality is I've only got 2 kills. I'm not on a spree yet. So yeah, it does help Ezreal in terms of gold. But my team is very far ahead as we're actually going to get eaten up by Rengar here. Too low, too long, didn't go defensive enough, and my team's going to pay for that. So, the first item I pick up, and I touched on this while loading, right here, the Hex Tech Sweeper. There's also the AD version, the bow and arrow looking item. The Teemo Detector, the Teemo Trap Detector. Extremely important. It helps keep your team from walking over mushrooms. Now, I gotta admit, I wish they'd bring the distance up just a little bit more, especially when you're melee champion, because it's actually pretty easy to walk into a Teemo mushroom still. This Teemo just gets destroyed, and then Fizz goes too deep. Rumble tried an ultimate, but doesn't work. And now he's in trouble. And yeah, he's gonna get picked out, and that's just gonna leave Ezreal and Rengar, which they've been so badly beaten down right now that it's really just a matter of time. Now, I'd like to say this was all me, but of course, having a Mordekaiser, I'm checking for a Teemo Shroom there without having to get too close. But it's really not. You know, Janus had nice tornadoes and really good shields. And my team has just been very aggressive without being too aggressive. You see, I see Teemo throw a Shroom there. Look at Bink, Bink, Bink. No more Shroom. They come forward to hurt me. I flash out of the shark because that had done a ton of damage to me as Sona. You know, Sona takes so much damage so easily. Her stats are still low. And there we go. Bink. See? Another mushroom that my team could have stepped on but won't because I have the sweeper. And I'm going to emphasize this in every game I play where there's a Teemo on the other team. Because anytime I see a Teemo, I automatically resolve myself to buying the trap detecting items. It's that simple. And an instant kill on Teemo with Mordekaiser. Poor Teemo, man. And you see another nice tornado, and then Quinn goes ham. And I ultied there. It was a complete waste, honestly. I was trying to save Quinn, but it really didn't work. And we're just going to push down the inhibitor. We're already 27 to 11. The game's only 10 minutes in. I don't know what Malphite was quite thinking. Look at how badly Teemo takes damage from just a single power core, and then Mordekaiser was beating on him. And then Rumble going after Janna. I'm trying to help Malphite get away. They are in pursuit of us. I have a good lead, but I want to try and help them. Janna again tries to help. I see Teemo almost dead, and I pick him off. I barrier wasteless, but Rumble thinks he can take me. No. But then Quinn shows, then Rengar shows up with Fizz, and that's going to go badly. But you saw, just being so far ahead already, the amount of damage we were able to just put in there. You know, even Hurt was able to take out Rumble. We were able to take out Ezreal. And it was just the fact that Fizz and Rengar showed up. And they get some kills, but look at how low health they are already. They're already in trouble. Now, I've picked up another Fairy Charm. I'm actually looking to build the Chalice next, just to keep my mana regen at stupidly high levels. I already got a 10.9 mana regen. My overall mana regen is 55 mana per 5 seconds. So, yeah, as you can see, right now about 11 mana per second. But I already did pick up the Archangel Staff. Just look, 514 in 12 minutes, 514 charge. It's already given me an extra 47% ability power, plus this base 60 ability power. You know, I'm running off 200 ability power with just the Hextech Sweeper and the Archangel Staff, and a powerful ulti, and it's just a matter of cleanup at this point. I was hoping that that would land on Fizz. That would have killed him, but unfortunately it did not. And I'm going to take some damage from Teemo, but look, one power chord and then he runs into a Janna tornado, and that's the end of him. I wanted to heal Malphite. It wouldn't have been enough even if I did, but it's already over. This is just how quickly this game went. And Rumble's coming in. Drops his ulti behind us, which was really not smart. He should drop it on us. And he flashes away. Rengar already knows it's over, so he's not even trying. Now, like I said, their team was not terrible. They actually had an okay makeup in terms of being able to poke with a front line. Unfortunately, when you have a Sona and then complicate that with a Janna on your team, you really don't have a lot of hope. You know, maybe they could have done something if they hard engaged us more. Maybe not. But I just wanted to showcase Sona because in my mind, and the records themselves say that she's probably the most overpowered champion, more overpowered than Master Yi when it comes to the ARAM series. Her heal, her poke, and her ulti are just god tier levels in this game style. So there's really not much you can do. Like I said, 70% win rate or more when it comes to using her. Riot said they're going to be able to map specific nerf champions. They need to start with Sona in the ARAM gameplay. Well, folks, that's it. I know that you're hearing the chattering going in the background, and hopefully you can still hear me over it. Until next time, this is One Big Bugger signing out, and I will see you then.